This 4-day process is about taking you from wherever you are to where you really want to be in your business and be able to do it in any economic environment. But you have to understand what season you're in. Because what I said that day, I say to you right now, if you understand the right things to do, you're ahead of 95% of the population in business. If you understand the right things to do. If you're doing the right things, you're ahead of 99.5% of the world. Lots of people know what to do, they don't do what they know. But listen to me now. If you know what to do and you even do the right things, but you do it at the wrong time, you're screwed. That's the part that's making people really upset right now. People are doing the right things, but it's the wrong time. Before we do anything else for these 3 days, we're going to get you oriented today as to what time we're in and how you take advantage of this time, because it requires a different focus. It requires a different set of management styles and strategies and structures. It requires a different set of rewards to your people. It requires you solving a different kind of problem. It requires an enormous amount of anticipation. If Business Mastery is going to give you any one gift, it's going to be anticipation. Anticipation is the ultimate power. Here's the sport you and I decided to get into. What would you say about the kind of person who entered a sport where 50% of the people die in the first year? Is that the truth? 50% of all businesses die in the first year. Better yet, within 5 years, 80% of them die. If you stay in the sport 5 years, you got an 80% chance of death. Oh, here's the reward if you make it for a decade. If you make it for a decade, 96% of the people that started are dead. 4 out of 100 survive. And those statistics are from 5 years ago, before a time when 100-year-old companies disappeared with billions of dollars in a matter of days. I mean, this is a place for gladiators, not wannabes. I don't want you to BS yourself, and it looks like you're not. It's going to get much worse before it gets better. But here's the good news. It won't be worse for you if you play your cards right. It'll be the best years of your life. More value is going to transfer in the next 3 years than has ever transferred before. I didn't come to give you a pep talk. I came to prepare you and arm you and then give you a real picture of how you can take advantage of what's coming. So what you have to do is be ready and be prepared, and you don't just have to deal with what's coming in the economy. You got to deal with what's coming in your own psychology. Because 80% of your success or failure in the next 2 or 3 years of your life is going to be based on your psychology, and 20% is going to be based on your mechanics. What to do is critically important. The right strategy is right, but if your mindset's not there, you're not going to use that strategy because you're going to be tight, you're going to freak, you're going to pull back. What I'm going to give you today will be worth a minimum in your mind, minimum of $1 million. No matter what size business. If it deals with big businesses, $10, $50, $100 million, you'll know. No bullshit, no exaggeration, no positive thinking. I'm talking about either what you'll save from what you learned today or what you'll earn. But you have to apply it. And my promise is this. No less than $1 million of value. End of the day, you decide. If not, I'll refund your money and send you back home and happily give that to you. Here are the 7 areas that we're going to cover. When I look at these, they're kind of like the 7 pillars, if you will, or the 7 forces of business that you've got to really grab a hold of if you're going to make things work. But what we're going to create out of this today is your first business map. Notice I didn't say business what? Plan. What's the problem with a business plan today when somebody lays down their 3-year, 4-year, 5-year business plan? What I do is I start to laugh at them. Can anybody in this room really, truly predict 3, 4, 5 years from now with a pace of change in the marketplace, yes or no? Then you need to understand, how are you going to innovate so you can grow? Because Peter Drucker said something I'll never forget. All business is innovation and marketing. That's it. Next chunk that we're going to go through is we're going to look at how do you do strategic world-class marketing. If you got the innovation but you don't market it, if you don't get people to want what you have, you got nothing. Then we're going to look at sales mastery systems. You know, sales mastery systems are, what do you do once you market it? How do you make sure you close that and bring it into cash in this business, because that's the only way you stay here. Next, once you're into this place and you've gone through sales mastery, you got to step in and say, okay, if I know what my business is, what the map is, if I've innovated my products and services, if we've got world-class marketing, extraordinary sales, then my whole job now is just optimizing and maximizing. M for results means manage for results. You got to manage two things, people and processes. And if you do this part extremely well, at this point, you see the acceleration of this business. So number 6 is you've got to have anticipation power. You've got to be unbelievably good at legal and financial analysis. I've had several of my businesses grow like crazy, and with 2 little things people did, almost see everything I had disappear overnight. So you want to anticipate it so you don't have to put yourself in that position. Now, what's the final step? The final area of focus, the force you need to work on is creating raving fan customers. Raving fan customers will not leave you during some ups and downs.
If I knew what I learned last night in a few hours, it would have saved me 15 years of heartache, which is phenomenal.
At the end of the day, we increased our overall client conversion rate from approximately 28% to over 62% on average, and in many states above 70%. This obviously increased the number of cases we had and our overall revenue dramatically, and without spending a dime on any increased advertising.
Looking at all the different ways that we can double our business within a period of possibly even 6 months, turning it into $1 million business, and then doubling it again is not going to be any issues with some of these things that we have learned in this program. Well, it's very simple. If you want to grow your business, and having been in business for about 8 years, you want to come and learn some of this basic stuff that you probably don't know and don't apply in your business, even if you do know, and take it away and apply it, and you will see incredible changes within your business no matter what size. We've got businesses here that are very large and very small, and it applies to all of us together exactly the same way.
You know, it's really brought a lot more certainty into our life about our business, so we feel more confident now that we have the skills, the tools, and the resources to be able to go out there and change anything in our business and create results immediately and not have to go through a lot of the trials and errors that a lot of business owners have to go through. Business Mastery has given us a lot of certainty in our personal skills, but also, like I said, it's also given us the freedom to create some systems, so it's not just based on us. So now that we can enjoy the fruits of our labor with our company, we can go out and enjoy and travel and have some fun as well.
It's actually brought the passion back out from what I originally had in the business. It's given me basically the gift that I have, or God-given gift that I've had, to actually give more back to the community and to my family, and to actually, you know, make my dream come true. I was actually this close on not coming at all. I thought that being in my industry, the construction industry, there was just no avenue for marketing. There was just no room for it. But it would have been the biggest mistake I've made.
All of you here that you believe beyond a shadow of a doubt, and there are businesses that are small, medium, and large here. There's $250 million businesses, and there's some startups here, people just getting started. Armies of one and armies of several thousand employees. So it's diverse. How many of you believe beyond a shadow of a doubt you got $1 million of value or more? If so, stand up so we see it, and you know it, it's no BS, so we see it. How many of you got $2 million worth of value? $5 million worth of value. No bullshit. Don't exaggerate. I don't want exaggeration. $5 million worth of value. No exaggeration. $10 million of value for your business. 15. By the way, these people have calculated this, by the way, by going through specifics of the change of the business, so you know if you're watching. 20 million worth of value. 25. Anybody bullshitting? 30. 50. 100. That's the type of thing that can happen 4 or 5 days, yes, because when you get the tools that work, you can make the shifts that are possible.
what, if something's the right thing to do, there's no better time than right now.
If they don't do it now, they will never do it. That's it. Stop thinking and do.
Just do it.
Don't think. That's the worst thing you can do. Life is short. Do it.
Do whatever it takes, no matter what your business depends on it.
Take whatever you had planned, move it aside, spend the money, get on an airplane, and get here.
It's all a game. It's a game about, can you use your mind, body, heart, soul, will to find a better way? And we all want to keep doing what worked for so many years and was rewarded, and life will reward you only so long before it demands for you new growth. Rip open the moment. You got to bring it to it, not try to get convinced. You got to step out there and take the arena. We'll see you in Las Vegas. Come learn from Steve Wynn, myself, a whole group of cool people. Have a blast. Revolutionize your business to make 2011 a new year, a new decade, and a new life. We'll see you then.